What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. XDefiant just introduced their brand new map, Daytona. And this map is only available in the escort and zone control game modes. But right out the gate, I have to commend Ubisoft and the XDefiant team for implementing a Day 1 Daytona playlist that allows you to play both zone control and escort on Daytona only. Gives us the opportunity to play this map, get a feel for it, get our feet wet in it in both game modes. I talked about it during the release of Season 1 that I didn't like the fact that I had to wait match after match after match in hopes of getting Clubhouse so that I could try it out for the first time or for the second time. I love the fact that on day 1 I can play 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight matches on Daytona and really understand the ebbs and flows of the map. And it's been a ton of fun. It might be a little hyperbolic, a little bit of recency bias saying it's the best map in the game, but it's a very good map. It definitely holds up against the other maps that are available in zone control and escort, and I would argue from an aesthetic point of view, it's definitely the prettiest map in the game. And it definitely plays well as well. Whether it's zone control or escort, you're going to find yourself in some pretty tough areas at times, whether you're defending or attacking, and it makes it all the more rewarding when you push through those areas. When you find a new flank route, where you find a new area to get to the enemy team, to block off their access to a point or to their escort moving up a sector. All of this stuff is at your disposal and it's fantastic. And to me, outside of maybe Times Square, this has the best final zone control point and escort access point. I love zone control and escort on Times Square, but this is one of my favorite final points you have to get because you have all the players coming off of the same platform and they're shooting off of this thing. And when you have 3 or 4 down at once and they come back and you just see 3 or 4 enemies shooting off this thing coming at you, it's a lot of fun. And it is so rewarding to play. It is such a fun map to play because it's also beautiful to look at. I mentioned the aesthetic earlier, but it is a beautiful map to look at. And because of that, you have a lot of fun playing it. It pops a lot of colors, blues and reds and yellows, and all of that combines together to create a really good experience. And I also love the way that almost every ability in this game can be put on full display on this map. I found that when I was using the incinerator drone, there were so many areas that I could lock off by placing it perfectly. And there wasn't the restriction of low roofs that we see so much in this game that really restrict that ability's access and its power. But in this map, because everything is so wide open, there is a lot of control you can place on your enemies by placing a well-timed incinerator drone or even utilizing the GSK Commando's shock wire to properly escort your enemies where you want them to go. It's a really fun map. And I know that it might be an unpopular opinion. It might be a biased opinion. I don't really care. I went in blind, and I'm glad that I was rewarded with a very, very fun map to play. Now, of course, there was some hesitancy going into this map's launch because they released the blueprint for the map, and it was giving people some pretty bad vibes. This from Charlie Intel. XDefiant making their own version of Santa Cena border crossing. And for those of you that played MW2, you know how much everybody hated this map. But then when you enter into Daytona, you realize you can't compare these two maps. There's no comparing them. The border crossing, one of the worst maps in the history of Call of Duty, if not the worst. Daytona, maybe one of the best maps in the game. Definitely the best map in the escort zone control rotation right now. And as a result, it's a map I want to keep playing. It's a mosh pit I want to continue to play. Like, I think I'm just going to play Daytona Mosh Pit for the next couple days because I'm having such a fun time on this map. Yes, was it a frustrating beginning, dying to snipers 4 or 5 times in a row? Of course. But I didn't know anything about the map when I got into it. And once I learned a little bit more, and every single game from then on, I learned a little bit more and a little bit more. As I still find myself doing with Clubhouse. I still haven't had a ton of exposure to that map, and I like that map. But the way Daytona plays, the way it looks, the way it feels is infinitely better than Clubhouse. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel right now. This opinion could change over time. It could evolve. I mean, I'm very open to opinions changing and evolving, but as it stands right now, 7, 8 games into playing this map, I'm having an absolute blast with it, and honestly, I cannot wait to hop back into the game to play more Daytona. And this gives me a lot of optimism for the future of XDefiant with the type of map design that they are trying to implement. Judging by the way Rockefeller looks, and I know some people got to play it because there was a bug in Season 1, I'm excited for that map as well. I'm a little pissed off I have to wait until September to play it, but nonetheless, if these are the types of maps that we can expect, XDefiant's going to be just fine. Really good map, super fun, and honestly, I just want more. I want more new content like this, but I guess I'll have to wait. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the brand new map, Daytona, down below in the comment section. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.